Welcome back. And today I'm going to show you my Hall of Trials team. It is, just as you expect, a lot of just get the debuffs you want and get all of the additional attacks from Sirmia. But I mean, that's how it is when they enable you to use Sirmia, right? So for the first part, I've made it so that my Camilla is faster than Sinji, than Laika, than my Sirmia. But I couldn't make my Camilla too fast because she needed to go with her second turn after my Sirmia. So I basically made her less than double the speed that my Sirmia has to just make sure that my Camilla attacks. I gave her Junkyard Dog. I know I could have also used Gaithers, and I also used Gaithers on a different run, but about that later. I just restarted until my Camilla finally got a burn in. Then I just buffed with Sinji, S3'd with Laika, and well, Sirmia got the turn and slammed the boss into the Groggy. Because Junkyard Dog gives you 2 turns of burn, which Gator doesn't. So with 2 turns you don't have the problem, because unlike other Hall of Trials bosses, Nilgal or Nigel or whatever doesn't remove 1 debuff. He only reduces by 1 turn because he gets a turn to proc his Groggy, right? So that's about it. The second is tricky. Sometimes I got through it, sometimes I didn't. You just have to make sure to get your setup somehow ready so that you can either kill the boss with your Sirmia, or the Camilla gets a dual strike, also applying a burn then, and killing with the dual strike, right? But I had so many runs where I just missed either the burn or couldn't make my setup right. Yeah, as you've seen, Laika is on Bloodstone. I needed it to make sure that my units always get nice and healthy after leaving the Groggy phase, so that I can take a hit from Nigel head on. After the second phase, basically my Sinji always had her S3 ready, so you just start spamming your skills to hopefully take down the boss as fast as possible, which usually is quite easy considering your Camilla either gets a burn or gets a defense break onto the boss with a dual strike with Sirmia then. And then usually you also have the S2 from Laika ready for even more just attacks onto the boss. I never had a problem with the third phase, it was always the second. So why not, let's take a look at the units, right? Camilla. Like I said, I had her to be somewhat fast, but not faster than my Sirmia ×2. Junkyard Dog, yes, because I wanted my Camilla to also do at least a little bit of damage. I was running my standard Camilla earlier with like high res, tankiness, speed, no damage at all, and had her on Gaithers. But like I said, the problem with Gaithers was it was only 1 turn of a burn. To the second Groggy, you can hardly decide when to, well, proc the boss into it, right? Sometimes you even have to use Camilla to even get that, and then you have so many attacks that your like so many dual strikes and attacks that your team do without your Camilla getting a turn, so you're just wasting a lot of potential damage. So yeah, that's the Camilla I have used in before, which also gave me an excellent score, right? So yeah, that's about the Camilla. My Sirmia, I gave her just as much damage as possible. 93 crit, I mean whatever, she only needs 85 because Nigel is green, right? The additional proc. And my Laika, I also gave her a rage set. Like, her damage was fine, but not too outstanding. I think my Camilla did more damage just because my Camilla always had to use the S1 for dual strike, right? Then, like I said, Bloodstone. And then at the end, my Sinji, which it was my PvP Sinji. I've just changed so many pieces. Like I said, I made her slower than Camilla and I made her faster than Laika. Thing is, the resistance was nice because, well, okay, she's actually quite tanky now, so the resistance isn't too important. But at the same time, just because of the resistance, my Sinji never got a debuff and could have always attacked into Nigel without any worry of him getting a CR push, which was just nice in general, and also made it so that she barely got any damage, so Laika's Bloodstone procs usually went onto the other 3 for better distribution of healing, right? And Warhorn just for additional damage. Yeah, that's about it. And I hope you enjoyed it. and good luck to your runs, and see ya!